Yes, good evening, Leah. Hello, everyone. Cleanup efforts are underway here tonight in Java and in areas across Wyoming County. The National Weather Service now confirming that the storm that blew through this area this morning around 11 a.m. was an EF2 tornado. Now, we want to show you these videos. These videos came into the news station today from neighbors and the community members here in Java shortly after the storm ripped through this area. You can see an entire barn brought to the ground. This was along Chaffee Road here in Java, and trees along Youngers Road snapped in half by the wind speeds peaking today at around 115 miles an hour. Now, I want to help you visualize where we actually are tonight in the path that this storm took. The tornado touched down right in this area, right behind us on Chaffee Road here in Java today. Take a look at this. The National Weather Service says the damage began in this area right at 1040. The storm, spanning 200 yards in width, traveled 10 miles to the east of us along Route 78 before lifting just west of Route 19. Authorities telling us that this tornado was on the ground today for about 15 minutes. Now, the biggest indicator of the strength of the storm, those 115-mile-an-hour winds, is the damage that was left right behind me to this barn. This structure was standing this morning. Tonight, it is leveled. It was picked up during the tornado from its foundation, moved about 30 feet along the path of the storm. And the only thing more incredible than the damage that you see here is the fact that the family that was only feet away from this barn when the storm rolled through is safe and sound tonight.
You can just witness the damage that was done to that barn, and it's sort of a miracle.
An EF2 tornado with estimated wind speeds of 115 miles per hour, knocking down trees, power lines, and ripping shingles off homes on a 10-mile path from Java to the town of Wethersfield.
Along the track of the tornado, there were many dozens, hundreds probably, of hard and softwood trees that were either uprooted or snapped.
But the biggest indicator of damage from the tornado was this barn on Chaffee Road, which was leveled, lifted off its foundation, and moved around 30 feet.
Wind, rain, debris. I saw branches flying, and that was it. I blinked and it was gone. And then I came outside and everything was gone.
Sam Marlette and her husband purchased the farm just over a year ago. Sam was inside her home with her children, only 50 feet away from where the barn was destroyed. Incredibly, the path of the tornado spared the house.
Did you see what happened to the barn?
It was just big white wall. Next thing I know, it was down. I heard nothing. I saw nothing. I don't even remember.
One of the most amazing things of this whole story today is the story of the barn behind us, where not only were none of the people in the home behind us hurt or killed, but none of the livestock was either.
Luckily, Sam's family was unharmed. The horses, cows, and other livestock were inside the barn when it collapsed, but also survived.
I still have my 2 goats in there because they're afraid of coming out.
The Marlettes a little scared and emotionally shaken, but outside of a few cuts and scratches, physically okay.
And everybody's alive, everybody's fine.
We are thankful that Sam and her family are safe tonight. They have contacted their insurance company. They do plan to rebuild once all the damage is sorted out, rebuild what they call their dream home, their dream farm, which they just moved into about a year ago. But again, they're happy that everyone is okay tonight. Now, the storm knocked out power to dozens of customers in Wyoming County. Still about 60 customers tonight without power. NYSEG, in fact, over here, right in front of me over here, still working on some of the power lines. Electricity power expected to be restored to those without it at this point by 7 o'clock tonight. So even with the damage that was done and the emotional toll that this storm took here today in Wyoming County, we do know that it could have been much worse. Reporting from Java tonight, Jeff Russo, 7 News.